In this day and age of mediocre fast TV and movie releases, every time a new show gets announced that I have potential interest in, my first reaction is to lower my expectations, tell myself that I am probably gonna be disappointed again, and to just pray to the movie gods that the next show is not gonna suck, just please be good. Same happened as the One Piece live-action series was announced, and live-action adaptations of beloved anime shows historically don't really have the best quality record. And to be transparent here, I am an anime fan, and I am a fan of the One Piece anime. I watched about 300 episodes back in the day when that was all that was out at the time. Now there are over 1,000 episodes, and it's probably too big of a commitment for my adult life to try and watch them all, or at least that's the excuse that I'm telling myself. However, I really enjoyed that anime and the ridiculous world that was painted so beautifully. I mean, only anime can do that. Or can they? So now for Netflix's new live-action One Piece. Over the last 2 days, I binged the 8 episodes that are available now, and I went into it with mixed feelings and of course mixed expectations. And after the first episode, I still had mixed feelings. In my opinion, the series got better towards the middle and the end of it. For example, being introduced to Luffy, I wasn't sure if the actor was the right choice for the character. But after 8 episodes, I think that Inaki Godoy, I think that's how you pronounce his name, absolutely nailed it and brought Luffy's naive, simple and positive mindset to the real world in a way that couldn't have been much better. And yes, the show feels silly, colorful and highly unrealistic for the majority of the time. And if you never watched the anime, I could see people being a bit more harsh on it because of that reason. But I remembered the original anime while watching it, and that silliness, that colorful quirkiness with its made-up half-animal characters, snail phones and outrageous personalities, that is what made the anime so good and special. And this feels just like it in a live-action version. This is not a show that is roughly based on some source material. It is an adaptation of the biggest anime series of all time. And I think they did a great job with it. You think Kobe is an annoying character? Kobe was the same way in the anime, and I was annoyed with him back then as well. And Luffy might be acting ridiculous and rather stupid at times. That's exactly how he was in the anime. It is part of his charm. So I really enjoyed this show coming to real life. The show never was just about Luffy, but about an entire set of main characters that couldn't be more different from each other, and each having their own dream and life goal, and how they're going after these goals together. This is what the entire first season of the live action is about, introducing and building the main characters, the crew. And this is where the show shines. Each main character gets flashbacks showing their upbringing, explaining where their drive comes from and what their goals are. Why does Zoro want to be the world's best swordsman? Or why does Sanji want to fight the All Blue, and what's up with Usopp? I think those backstories were the strongest parts of the show so far. And yes, there's also room for improvement, or not everything was great. In my opinion, I think Luffy's fight scenes were rather mediocre, especially the big showdown with Arlong. But I think they did a good job with Zoro's fight scenes and later with Sanji's, which kind of made up for that a little bit. But hey, I'm also biased, of course, because Zoro, of course, was my favorite character in the anime, and I really like him in this show as well. And speaking of swordsmen, how awesome turned Mihawk out in the show. I mean, come on. I think they did an absolute great and diverse actor selection for all of the main characters. And quickly speaking of diversity, I hope this will not become a big point of discussion for the show, because take a look at the anime. It's literally the most diverse characters of all time potentially. Like, not just humans, but superhumans, non-humans, objects, like everything. Overall, I think it's an absolute great adaptation of the biggest show in anime history, and it is not trying to be something new, it is an adaptation. And even my wife, who has not seen the anime, loved it. And I haven't had such an enjoyable viewing experience in a long time. So I'll give it a solid 8.5 on the potato scale. Let me know what your thoughts are on the show so far, and who's with me, Team Zoro? Bye bye.